I believe we should be more spontaneous. What's your plans for tomorrow? What's your plans for next week? I don't know, I kind of think like Forrest Gump, because life is like a box of chocolates. Hey everyone, new day. It's Monday. Chilly out. We think that it should be warmer out than what it is, but you see how the weather's been going anymore, how things are anymore. But in reality, the weather changes, comes and goes and stuff like that. But for the most part, we as human beings have for a long, long time have set society up so that we have to make plans. We have to write everything down in a calendar. We got to do it this way. We got to do it that way. We got to make plans 6 months ahead of time. And when we sit down and decide it's time to go to the grocery store, we sit down and make out a list of everything we're going to get. And of course, so you know how that goes. Well, I'm just going to go, some people do. They just go in and get that, and that's it. But you go to the grocery store, and, I think I'd like to try that. And you grab it up, and you've already got your list made out. You've already got pretty much what you allow yourself to spend on groceries. And then you wonder why, when you get to the counter, that it was more than what you anticipated it to be. But I'm thinking more on the like with me. Life is ever changing, ever changing. And when my reasoning for buying all my groceries at once, and I try to do it by the month, and I used to do that all the time, by the month, because that way I had the money to do it with, before I wasted it otherwise. So I'd get all my groceries for the month. Well, I'm finding out that what I buy when I do that, today I think that that's what I'd like to have for the month, or be able to eat throughout the month. And then I wake up the next day and there's nothing in there I want. I have the desire, I have the craving to have this. So I go out and I get that. That's what I want, so I get it. And so I have concluded that, and of course, and Yeshua, Jesus, so better known as, said, don't store anything up for tomorrow. Just live for today, basically, is what he's saying. There is no tomorrow. It hasn't even been thought of yet. In other words, we're going to change our minds between now and tomorrow for the most part. Now, we do have to make plans for doctor's appointments and stuff like that. I'm not telling you not to go to the doctors. I'm just saying, try to do it differently in that area. That's a whole nother video. But when you just take today, right now, this moment, what I'm doing with this video, what I should be doing is totally enjoying the fact that I have the ability to sit down here and talk to y'all about what I'm talking about in this video. And I don't never have a script. Sometimes I write down and I have some notes about what I want to talk about. But right now, this moment is what exists. The past is gone. The future, there is no future yet. Because like Forrest Gump says, life is like a box of chocolates. We can plan all we want, but things change in a heartbeat. So like I said, I buy all my groceries for the month or the week or whatever, and there ain't a cotton pick thing in that whole content of food that I bought when I wake up that I want to eat. Have not got the desire for it whatsoever. So I go out and I get me something that I want. So I've thought to myself, I really want to live. I either want both maybe. I really want to just eat fruits. I don't want to have to cook. I don't want to have food that I have to cook. But the thing of it is, I'm so used to having a cooked meal that's what I've been programmed with all of my life, and that's been taking some time to get away from that. But it's also, I don't have many fruit trees in my yard that I can go out and pick off a nice peach that I want to eat, or a plum, or banana, or whatever. I don't have that resource to do that. So I would like to live right next to a supermarket that I don't have to plan what I'm going to eat for dinner or tomorrow, because I'm ever changing. My wants and desires is like a box of chocolates. And I wake up and I want something else entirely. So I want to live right by a grocery store or have enough, I don't know, close enough to a grocery store that if, when I want to eat something, I drive to the grocery store, get what I want, which would be some fruits, and eat it. But naturally, that right at this point in time is just not the thing to do. But we should be spontaneous, more spontaneous in enjoying life right now, this moment. Because in 5 minutes, that moment's gone. It's past, it's gone. And you sit down and you've using that moment instead of enjoying yourself in planning out the future. Anything can happen in that length of time. Say you decided you were going to go to a resort and you made plans and you paid for it and everything. You're going to Florida, Myrtle Beach, or California, wherever. You're going to have a good time. And you've been planning this for 6 months. It's already paid for. All the plans are made. And a week, 2 weeks before it's time for you to go, a hurricane hit that resort and ripped it all apart. No way to know who paid to go to get your money back. And just that quick, it's gone. Your plans are gone. And again, like Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump says, life is like a box of chocolates. So enjoy today, spontaneous. If you got and you want to go, see, I know and a lot of people say, well, I got to work. Yes, you do. You got to work. But do you? When we were put here, we were not, it was not to work for other people. It was to work for ourselves. Bottom line. Supposedly, because I don't have no proof, all I've got is somebody that wrote a bunch of stuff down in a book. That when we were put here, we were put in a garden, and we were to take care of it. Everything was already here for us that we needed to live. The fruit trees, everything. All we had to do is reach up and eat from it. Or berries, or whatever. But it was our job to maintain it, to make sure and took care of it and be a good steward over it. Don't let anything bad happen to it. Don't use it unwisely. Use it for our consumption. Enjoy the garden, basically. So we're still on the garden. The garden wasn't any specific place. We're on this earth. It's still a garden, and we're still supposed to be able to enjoy it, but take care of it. So, right now at this point in time, because of how mankind has ruined our garden, and we've lost the wisdom and the knowledge of how to have it for our own individual lives. A lot of us are in grasp of other people that went ahead and made it for themselves. We do not have our own fruit trees. We do not have the commodities of what this garden was supposed to be for us. So we have to find other ways. But the thing of it is, how do we do that? How do we do that? First of all, we just start living for today. Living in this moment. And if you just, I love ice cream. I do. And we've advanced past just the garden thing. Whether that's a good thing or not, I do not know. But my whole point being is, don't plan so far ahead that it ends up and that it can't happen. In our younger days, folks, if we felt like getting up and taking off and going someplace, we just did it. We didn't worry about whether or not we had enough money or not. We just did it. That was spontaneous. My videos, I was trying so hard to plan them out there in the beginning, and of course, and I was doing that, and but I enjoy it better if I get an idea and I jump on it. I'm spontaneous about it, and I enjoy myself much better that way. And so, like, if you get the idea, well, like me and my daughter, we lived in Sandusky, Ohio. And we decided to drive down here one day and visit everybody. Well, we get in, there's 250 miles, something like that. 2.5 hours that it would take to drive. And we get down here, and there's nobody home. And then we had several people that we could visit. There was nobody home. So we just turned right around. We stopped at a farm market, bought a big flat of strawberries, and headed back to Sandusky. That's like her and I when we lived in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. We didn't have a car, but we wanted to go to Mesa. We just get up one day and we start walking. And we get to where we want to go. I think that we need to relax ourselves a little more because, like I've said different times, life seems to be so short and time is creeping up on us faster and faster and faster. So what would you like to do today? Can you call off work and say, I don't lie. Don't tell them a lie, but just say, something come up. I got to deal with it. I can't make it today. And go have your whatever that hit you that you want to do spontaneously. Life is too short not to enjoy and laugh and have fun. Because even Jesus said, be as a little child. A little child will go run and play and have fun and enjoy life. So, as far as me sitting and buying food, I want to live right next, either have my own piece of property with my fruits, trees on it, that if I feel like something sweet, I'll go get a nice big plum. Of course, here in this area, we can't grow that in the winter time. I haven't got that figured out yet. I haven't got any of it figured out other than I don't want to buy my food a month in advance or a week in advance because a lot of it goes to waste for one thing. Because I get up and that's not what I want to eat today. Life is like a box of chocolates. You might think it's going to be this way tomorrow, but when you get there, you bite into it, and it ain't nothing you like at all. So you've wasted that piece of chocolate, that time that you went to do that. Whereas if you'd waited till that particular day, if and when it got here, and you went and did something that you really felt like doing that particular minute, it would have been awesome. It would have been wonderful. So, but anyway, if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. And I'm working on a new me, being more spontaneous, and not buying up for the future. So, y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you later.